With home sales slowing down, it might be a great time if you're trying to buy a home to get an offer accepted on a home better than you could have before. But that house is likely to cost you a lot more money than it would have before as well. So today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of buying a home in this current market. Hi, my name's Deanna Bradford. I'm a realtor with Reese Nichols Realtors Excelsior Springs, part of the Bill Hightower team. So the first con of buying a home in this market is because of higher prices of houses and higher interest rates, it can cost you a lot more to buy a home right now. There are many buyers who have been looking for the last 6 months to a year, and they are finding that the same homes that they were looking at before, they can no longer afford as the interest rates have gone up. And it is causing them to either reevaluate the kind of home that they want to buy, or it's causing them to have to drop out of the market altogether. So what should you do if you're thinking about buying? Along with getting a pre-approval from a lender, have them figure out what your monthly payment would be. At what monthly payment you are comfortable with, and make sure that they include taxes and insurance so that you get the full picture of how much you would be paying a month. Have them then tell you what that equates to in a list price for a home. Then have your realtor take that list price, make that be the top, and give you a list of homes within a range, and see if the homes that are on that list satisfy the needs and the wants that you have for a property. You may find that the kind of home that you want might be in a different price bracket than you can afford. You may find that some homes might have some or none of the things that you're looking for, or you might find that you actually can afford the home that you are looking for. So that leads into the second con, which is that you may not be able to get all the must-haves or be in the exact location that you originally wanted. You may have to consider being a little more flexible as to the location or as to the features that you're looking for in a home. If you can do that, then that might be something to consider in order to find the home that you need in the budget that you need it to be in. Now, I'm not saying that every person should decide that it is the right time for them to buy a home. Maybe with this research, you decide that it is not time for you right now and that you need to wait. That's why I give you this advice to do the research, do the homework up front, and save a lot of headache and heartache of going out there and trying for homes that are outside of your means or falling in love with a home that you can't afford. Now, if you've done your research and you do decide that you do want to buy a home now, there are some pros to being able to buy a home in this market. So the first one is less competition. Buyer demand has diminished quite a bit. So we're seeing less homes with the multiple offer scenario happening, which means a greater chance of being able to put an offer in on a home and not be competing against multiple other offers. The second pro to being able to buy a home right now is that you have more negotiating room. So along with being able to get an offer accepted easier, you also have a little bit more negotiation power in that offer. We're seeing buyers being able to ask for things like a home warranty or closing costs being paid by the seller. We are seeing the time on market of some of these homes sitting a lot longer. Some of them will go under contract within a week or two. I have seen some that have been on the market for a month or more. And when you get into these scenarios of a home that's been sitting for a lot longer, you might have more opportunity to negotiate down on that price just a little bit. Another thing, in the past, buyers were having to waive inspections, and now we're seeing more buyers not have to do that and even be able to ask for some renegotiation based on those inspections, whether we're asking sellers to repair something or maybe make a price adjustment. And if you have a home to sell before you can buy, which is called a contingency, you're contingent upon selling a home in order to be able to buy, that is a lot easier to get accepted now than it had been in the past as well. So it might be a good opportunity for somebody in the situation of having to sell a home in order to buy to be able to put an offer in. We suggest a strong offer in these cases because you want a seller to be able to accept your offer and be willing to wait for your home to be sold. So it's a lot easier to get a contingent offer. We're seeing a lot more of those than we had before. It isn't a perfect market, but no matter what the market is doing, there are always people who need to buy or sell a home. Home ownership, it ultimately is still a wise investment if you are educated and you do it right, and especially if you plan to own a home for the long term. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And if you like this information, please like this video so that I know to make more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe so that you know when new videos come out as we put them out each week. Thanks and have a blessed day.